Greetings, I'm Kevin Clark, CEO of eDiscovery, and I'm thrilled to introduce you to our latest video. Today, we'll delve into the fundamentals of eDiscovery, focusing on the Electronic Discovery Reference Model, also known as the EDRM. This model serves as a conceptual framework, guiding the process of recovering and discovering digital data. It is a conceptual standard for the eDiscovery process, and also provides guidance for gathering and assimilating electronic data during legal proceedings, including civil and criminal evidence discovery. Electronic discovery, or eDiscovery, refers to the process of obtaining electronic evidence in a legal case or investigation. During this process, electronic data is sought, located, secured, and searched for with the intent of using it as evidence during the investigation and litigation of the case. The EDRM provides a standardized model for eDiscovery. It consists of 9 distinctive stages that allow for the management and discovery of electronically stored information, ESI, during an investigation. This model was developed in 2005 by a group of thought leaders led by George Sosha and Tom Gelbman, to address the lack of eDiscovery standards for legal purposes, specifically for the recovery and discovery of digital data. Today, many legal and investigative teams use EDRM to guide their eDiscovery processes and activities. EDRM stages. Anyone following EDRM for eDiscovery could engage in some or all the below activities to successfully discover relevant data for a legal case or proceeding. These activities can be performed and completed iteratively. They can also be performed out of order. This flexibility is possible because EDRM is not a linear or waterfall model for eDiscovery. Rather, it represents a conceptual view of the eDiscovery process and provides guidance for eData, discovery, gathering, and assimilation. The various stages in the EDRM model include the following. Information governance. In this stage, data governance processes are implemented to alleviate risk and expenses in the event of an electronic discovery request. The ESI is managed throughout its life cycle, for example, from creation to deletion and disposal, using various tools, procedures, and policies. This stage is crucial because it creates a strong foundation for the safe, transparent, and accountable handling and management of data right from the beginning of the litigation process. Within EDRM, a separate model is available to streamline and standardize information governance. This model is known as the Information Governance Reference Model, IGRM. Identification. Here's where sources of information are located to determine exactly what the ESI is and how it needs to be managed. Typically, activities like case reviews and interviews are used to identify ESI that may be relevant for eDiscovery. Preservation. This stage involves ensuring that potentially eDiscovery relevant ESI is properly stored so that it remains intact and available for eDiscovery. Various measures can be used to prevent electronic data spoliation, tampering or destruction, compromise, and alteration, including retention and deletion schedules. Some legal teams also place data on legal hold to freeze it and forbid any other department from deleting it. Collection. After identifying and preserving ESI, legal teams gather it for eDiscovery use. They collect the electronic data in a way that makes it usable throughout the legal process. The ESI is also made legally defensible, so its authenticity cannot be questioned or doubted. Processing. Before the ESI can be reviewed by attorneys, it must be cleaned up and converted into a relevant format for further analysis. Its volume may also be reduced by removing irrelevant data. All relevant and useful ESI may then be placed in a single folder for easy retrieval. Review. The review stage is one of the most important stages during eDiscovery. It is also one of the costliest. especially if the reviewers use manual methods to perform reviews instead of automated or AI-based tools. In this stage, legal teams determine the relevance of the collected and processed data and understand whether it relates to the case at hand. Analysis. During the data analysis stage, the legal team evaluates the ESI for content and context related to the particular case. They look for key patterns and topics to support their eDiscovery goals for that case. Production. Here's when the legal team produces the relevant ESI that will then be delivered to the relevant parties. Before presenting the data, they ensure that it will be usable and defensible during legal proceedings. Presentation. In this final stage, the legal team delivers the relevant electronic data in the requested form and per the agreed delivery schedule. They may display their findings at depositions, hearings, trials, etc., to elicit further information, to validate existing facts or positions, or to persuade a jury. In the past, ESI presentations were usually made in paper form. Today, most presentations are made in electronic or digital forms like PowerPoint presentations, videos, tutorials, etc. Benefits of the EDRM. The EDRM provides a good starting point for defining a systematic eDiscovery process. This process can make it easier for legal and investigative teams to clarify what they need to do to discover, recover, gather, and assimilate electronic data. Since EDRM consists of multiple stages and includes recommendations for each stage, it also helps with information management, governance, analysis, and presentation. Another benefit of EDRM is that it provides a detailed conceptual view of eDiscovery, which helps improve the efficiency of legal teams and can also reduce litigation effort and costs.